loyal to the new fans that he'd gained because of his boldness, because of his choice for picking Paladin and Priest. He's gonna tease us again.
All right, well, it will be Warrior versus Warrior. The Cthulhu Warrior for Hamster. Jason with the dragons on his side. It's tough to pick a favorite here. I got to root for the guy with the Priest deck. I want to see Priest.
Hamster probably planned this from the beginning. He said, I'm gonna lose some games, and then I'm gonna bring it all the way to game number 7 and win with Priest.
As dramatic as possible.
Yeah, JasonZhou, though, he's got a pretty good curve there. Lots of dragons, lots of things that synergize with dragons. That tends to be what Dragon Warrior does.
Yeah, the curve for Jason looking really good. Able to start off with the Alex as champion, getting in some damage. Hamster with no War Axe, so he doesn't have easy ability to take this out right away. And he has a couple of Cthulhu activators, but nothing that really lines up exactly how he'd like against this 3-3.
Yeah, it's a bit rough. Also, Jason has the Twilight Guardian next turn, so if Hamster uses Disciple of Cthulhu with the hope of trading it in to the Alex champion next turn, it would be stopped in its tracks. So it's a pretty rough opening for Hamster without that axe, but he does have some really good tools. He's got both Cthulhu activators for the Ancient Shield Bearer already, so that'll be an armor gain tool once he gets to turn 7. He also has Justicar Trueheart, which can start to get you out of range of what Dragon Warrior can do in the later stages of the game.
Ooh, but the Frothing Berserker is going to go ahead and just coin out an exhaust first mate. This allows him to buff up his Berserker, keep the pressure on, and eliminate that Disciple of Cthulhu as well. So Jason, a lot of pressure already, and Hamster is really being put to the test.
And Gorehowl is not a good draw. That's just another expensive card that he has in his hand that's not going to help him through this early game. Dragon Warriors can end the game early against Cthulhu Warriors because they just don't have some of the early game removal. One Revenge in his deck. You know, Revenge is often a tool that you can use against Dragon Warrior later on in the game.
Yeah, and crucially, using that Disciple of Cthulhu early means that Hamster is without an easy activator for that execute. So if he does, say, play this Cthulhu's Chosen, and a lot of damage gets dealt to minions, he's at a real risk of just dying to that Frothing Berserker.
And he's going to go ahead and play the Twilight Guardian here. Great 4-drop, and his curve just continues to be good. He continues to pile on the pressure.
Frothing getting angrier and angrier, already up to 5 attack. Hamster really needs something here. Cthulhu.
Oh no.
That is not what you want to draw when you are facing down an angry Berserker.
I'm trying to think of draws that are going to get him out of a tough situation. Brawl comes to mind. You know, that could give him a chance to reset the board and allow him time to develop, say, the Justicar Trueheart on the following turn.
This is just already so much damage for Jason here. He has the Corruptor as well he can use to clear that off, or just send damage to the face. He doesn't even need to necessarily kill this Cthulhu's Chosen. It would represent a lot of investment of damage if he did. And Hamster, he does have the 10/10 Cthulhu, so his Shield Bearer is active, but he doesn't even have the mana to play it next turn.
And I mean, at this rate, it looks like there's going to be even more than 10 damage on the board when he plays the Ancient Shield Bearer, which means the health that he gains is going to be negated by just the attacks on board the following turn. So this is definitely a rough spot. Hamster needs a lot of help, and JasonZhou smartly trading in the 1/1 to play around the potential brawl if he were to play the Blackman Corruptor here, instead of using his weapon.
He can even send him 13 damage to the face if he wants this turn, including all of his minions and his weapon. And he's going to go ahead and remove the minion, it looks like. That will cost him 2 damage, but prevent there from being a terrible outcome if there is a brawl. So he decides to kind of hedge his bets a little bit, and still just pressuring so much. Hamster down to just 8 life here. It's a really desperate spot.
And he's dead on board unless he finds something huge here. And Ravaging Ghoul, I don't think is enough.
We have Ravaging Ghoul plus Execute. He can't armor up. He only has